Alright everybody, we are headed out to the woods. I'm about to go meet Tanner. And we're gonna hang a camera or two on a spot that we had last year that was just on fire. So we're gonna go ahead and hang a camera in there. It's a good pinch point between a creek and a big feeding area, and there's some open ponds that they typically bed in. So we're gonna go check it out. He's on his lunch break and I'm on my owner lunch break. So we're gonna go check it out and see what we can find. If nothing, at least I know there is definitely deer in there. We've seen them all year last year and just a lot of historical signs. So we're gonna get in there and check it out and see what we see.
About that long, about that big around, slid it in between our feet. And I said, whoa, whoa. She took off running, daggone, about to bust pregnant. Was not a good idea.
We're out in the woods, getting ready. Getting these cameras out. We hunted this spot in the snow last year. We had some fun. So you can tell us all this underbrush stuff right off the road, but
One of the best hunts I ever had.
that was fun.
It's fun.
Anyways, we're gonna get back here and see if we can find anything. If not, I know there's deer in here. So, changed out our shoes to our snake boots, which is kind of cool today. Feels pretty good. So, anyways, we're gonna get out here in the woods. We're in the deer woods, y'all.
We in the deer woods.
I love hunting this stuff. This is my favorite type of stuff to hunt.
High stem count.
You get way up in one of these pine trees, these deer is just moving through here. A big old room.
Oh yeah.
Dang. Oh, I love this stuff.
Just look at all of it.
Look at all that feed sound right there. Coming off that white oak.
Dude, this place is tore up.
I've already passed tons of trails coming in and out of this stuff right here. This is pretty down in there. And we came through there, and there's a bunch of white oaks on the ground. And tons of deer tracks. There was a couple of hog tracks in there, but they just travel all out in this stuff. This is South Alabama gold right here. Especially during gun season. On this spot last year, that big old cedar right there was rubbed. That's how I found this spot. That was a big rub. Come on right through here. Couldn't be right here on this deer trail with that rub right there, could it?
No way.
Yeah. There it is. It's still there. That's one of my new ones too.
Yeah.
Which we switched to Wise Eye, but I think I'm still going to use these. I mean, I own them, so dude, there's a big old trail right here.
It's beat down.
Looks like a kind of semi-fresh rubs. Yeah, like a few of them.
Alright, here we go.
That one. There's kind of old one there. Old one there. They're still using this trail really hard right here. That's good. Tanner's over here. He's going to change this out. Only thing is, I've got to probably move this stuff because that was the big licking branch. So I think I'm going to move this stuff out of the way and recreate that licking branch right there.
It's connecting.
There should be a deer in that. Wow. All right, y'all. Tanner's pulling off. We got that camera set before we head off to Kentucky. We're going to Kentucky not next week, but the next first week of November. We're going to stay there for 10 days. So we have bucks showing up like crazy right now, and one buck is very consistent. Like every single day at like morning at 5 o'clock, he's coming through that area. So we know about where he's staying. We've been talking to one of my friends that lives up there, and he just knows deer like ain't no other. So just kind of consulting with him on where we might, you know, set up on this deer, how they moving, and just putting ideas together really. So anyways, we're headed back to work. I'm gonna go work a little bit while today and cut some bushes and hedges and stuff like that. But anyways, enough chitter chatter. See y'all in Kentucky. If I don't see you before then, I'm hoping I get in the tree stand next week, but if not, I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, y'all. I don't know if you can see me real good or not. Hold on. All right, everybody. We're headed out of the house today for our first hunt of the year. It is like October 23rd. Yeah, the 23rd. And I'm headed to a spot. This spot has been hard to get to all year, but it is, I think we're going to be able to get to it this year. The one we got a good wind. I'm going to come in on a crosswind and catch these deer coming from, I think they're going to be feeding in from the west side of this. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get out there and see if we can find a good one. I got that morning voice. Sorry about that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get out there and get going this morning. I tell you what though, if I don't go inside and grab my bow, I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. Just need to pick a spot and go in here. There's a good trail. Alright, I'm about to climb this tree out here. I found a bunch of scrapes and rubs right here. They hadn't been freshened up in a couple weeks. So I'm about to climb this tree. Alright, we just got up in the tree. It's our first sit this morning. Anyways, I jumped a deer coming in this morning. And it never blew or anything. I'm back in the spot where we used to have a bunch of bugs come through here. We had one we called Funky. He was a good deer. And we had a big 7 and like 8 or 9 different bugs right here. And when I was on my way in, I seen 2 or 3 scrapes and some semi-fresh rubs. Nothing too fresh, but within the last 3 weeks probably. You can hear the acorns falling. Alright. We're gonna get settled in. There's a pig. I'm about to shoot that thing.
sit tight for a little bit and see what else comes through. I don't know if I even got it on camera. He was coming in so fast. I shot him at like 10 yards. Yeah. Pick it down. He didn't go 20. Come on. Well, early on this morning, I looked over to my right. I hadn't been up the stand very long. And there's just a small hill right here to my right. I seen that hog coming off of it. So I was like, if he comes close enough, I'll probably shoot him. When I came close enough, I already came 15 yards. It looks more like 10 yards, but rangefinder says 15. But he came right there. I drilled it. He did a couple circles. I didn't know what hit him. And he fell down because he couldn't breathe no more. Oink, oink down. This is a beautiful spot. I'll definitely be back here. You can hear them acorns just raining in here. So we're going to drag his hog out. Probably give it to somebody. I know a bunch of people that probably want him. I just don't want to leave him laying in here. I know a lot of people shoot them and just leave them laying in their hunting spots, but I don't want to leave him laying in here. So I'm going to at least drag him out and see if I can get somebody who wants it. And my hog is just everywhere. I heard some squealing about 35-40 minutes ago down that way. It's only 8 o'clock, but I really need to get down and go to work, finish up some things. So it was a fun little hunt this morning. First sit in the tree, first sit in the latitude method. And it's pretty chilly out here. I got my glove on my hand, and that's my lucky glove. But anyways, it was a fun morning. I ain't gonna sit here and jibber jabber too much. I know y'all don't care nothing about all that. Just thankful that I can get out here and do this. Because last year I wasn't so lucky. Just running a business. If you business owners are watching this, you understand that you don't always get to come out here and do this type of thing. But luckily I've got really great employees. And I get to come out here and enjoy this during the winter time. During the summertime I'm at work, but during the winter, fellas, I'm gonna be in the woods. Alright. Just got down out of, let's see. Sorry, had to wipe my lens off. Just got down out of that perfect little tree there. And the shot was right there. So I'm gonna, it's crazy how everything looks different when you're on the ground. But I know my arrow is laying right here because I see it. Oh, dang. I'm telling you what, these G5 Mega Meats leave the best blood trail. I'll leave that laying right there for a second, but check that out, glowing right there. I ain't even really got to track it. I know it's laying right here somewhere, but I kind of just want to look at the blood trail.
Just spraying blood everywhere right there. Golly. Everywhere. It's there, right there. Let's see what kind of shot we made on this little piggy. Bled like a freaking crazy. Oh my God. I just clobbered him is what I did. I heart shot at him. Yeah, he didn't know what was going on. Good Lord. Let's see where that thing went in. Good Lord, that thing's heavy. Went in a little high, I think. Yeah, it did. But it came out right. We're gonna get this thing out of here. I'm gonna walk right up here though and look at some of this stuff. Get the rest of my stuff packed up and get it down. Get it on my back, then come back and get this guy. Alright, let's get all this stuff packed up. Alright y'all, we just got back in the truck and we are headed to work for the day. Hope y'all enjoyed this little video. I know it wasn't a long video, but we got some scouting done yesterday, hung a camera that still hadn't checked in yet, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I may bring one of my stealth cams in there. Whenever I get all my cameras back from Kentucky, I'll set one of my wise eyes in there, but we got 6 cameras in Kentucky right now, so it's kind of taking up a lot of space, but whenever we get them back, we'll have everything. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this little hog kill and a little bit of scouting. We're gonna keep grinding at it, and here in the next not next week, but the first week of November, we will be in Kentucky. So y'all stay tuned to the channel and see y'all on the next one.